Oh, yeah. Hello, everybody. You light up my life. Classic. Let's put some music on because I've downloaded some songs today. If I put that into dollars, I reckon I've got about, well, what you mugs would pay is probably about $10,000. I'm talking $0. Well, I suppose you could say it's costing money because I've 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 had to use the internet to download blah blah blah. But anyway, look, that's all part of it. Because we get much more out of the internet than free downloads, don't we? Don't you think? Don't you know? Don't you know? Let me just see if I can see myself on TV. I would like to know if there's anybody out there. Is anybody out there? Oh, hang on. I've been given here we go. Hot gossip for Vinyl Nerd. 6 people watching it. All right. Shh. Hang on, I'm talking to myself. All right, listen. You want to come on this show? You're gonna have music. I want music, sweet music. We all want a bit of music, don't we? Anyway, as soon as I find it, we'll have it. And we're gonna go through a journey today. So we're gonna have Jive Bunny. Come on, oh baby, that's what I like. Everybody, I'm gonna skin up. So give me a minute. Enjoy the Jive Bunny. We only play hits. We only play good stuff on this. Invisible Rays Gold. Gold. Hello, Glinda. Excuse me, I'm just going to roll one up so I'm out of the picture for a minute. Sing along to the classics. Hello, Brian. Hello, Redco. Let's dance. Jive Bunny, brilliant, wasn't it, eh? Saves changing the record as well. Oh, hang on, I can invite people on the show. If I can just remember what to do. Come on, baby. And you. Get set. Get set. Get set. All aboard the Skylark. Oh, I like this one. I keep away from a runaround Sue. Runaround Sue, yeah. Dion. Hey, hello, Christopher. Is it Let's Party? Is it? Whoa! Let's party. Yeah. Oh, that's what I like actually. Let's party was the Christmas one, wasn't it? I think. Twister. Summer. Oh yeah. I'm just drinking a can of Werther's. Wilders, sorry, Wilders. So we're really humming. I can't appear on screen just yet because I'm more comfortable like this. Sure you understand. But if you wish to come on the show, you can. Can the can. Alright, listen, in a minute we're going to have another song. Be a good song. Yeah, it was. I was there, Brian. Good year for me, that was 89. Good year, good year. Ready? All right. Just give in to what you feel. What's the good of living in the past? Look around you, things are changing. Now listen. not to my coffin. Here we are on the banks of the River Seine, speaking to Toulouse-Lautrec. He said to me, mes amis, I like your English bum jokes. Vive la France. Actually, I could tell you about this song, but I'm not going to because it's too personal a story. Maybe after a couple more beers, I'll tell you. But in the meantime, we are still going to the early 60s, I think. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to have Mr. Blobby. Here we go. Here we go. You'll like this one. American viewers, if you don't know Mr. Blobby, he's a bit like Barney, but much better. Mr. Blobby had a personality, do you know what I mean? And an annual. Yeah, Beetle Babe, I told you, I was on her channel and she said about, I was grilling her for information and she was giving it and she was so stupid because she said that she's got the first job she's ever had in her life, Crinkly Bottom, right? And she's working at the Pizza Hut. Anyway, she's getting a load of aggro from people, you know, and they've found her channel as well. So she's been persecuted and she reckoned that the HR weren't going to help her. And, you know, she must be a bit peculiar to work with. But I said you should wee in the boss's coffee for not helping you. But the funny thing was, I thought, well, if your so-called bitches at work know your channel, then why are you speaking about them? Because surely it'll give them more ammunition against you. Some people don't think, do they? Right, anyway, look, sorry for ruining your Mr. Blobby stuff. Hey, Mr. Blobby. Right, we've got a bit of Robson and Jerome. We're into the 90s now on our time travels, our musical time travel. This whole world starts getting me down, and people are just too much for me to pay. I
I'm way up to the top of the stairs, and all my cares just drift right into space. All the room is peaceful as can be, and there the world below can bother me. Let me tell you now, when I come home feeling tired and weak, I go.
Hello, MZ. Shoot that poison arrow through my heart. By the way, I tend not to watch the ladies' channels because they're usually dreadfully boring. They are dreadfully boring, or else they're so fake it's unbelievable, or else they're just plain prostitution. On the roof. Oh, did they? Yeah, I know. He. When you think about it, it's quite a simple concept, isn't it? Get a popular bunch of people from a TV show and then fake them singing. Everyone's a winner. Me, oh yeah. Right smack dab in the middle of town, I found a paradise to struggle through. Up on the roof. And if this world starts getting you down, there's room enough for two. Up on the roof. Up on the roof. Now, we're going to move on. Well, actually, Brian, there was some discrepancies about the high notes. Yeah, but, you know, I mean, you know, if it's selling records, what are you going to do? Oh, hang on, what have we got? Oh, here we go. This song is actually called, I know you're going to say it's Knocking on Heaven's Door. Knocking on Heaven's Door, but it's actually one of these charity records about the blood Dunblane. I can't even remember what Dunblane was. Was it a shooting spree? Mad Scotsman. Anyway, this is about giving up your guns, which I disagree with. I think every man should be armed and dangerous. You know, it's the great equaliser, a bullet, isn't it? The great equaliser. Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, guess what, Glinda? I'm knocking on heaven's door. Oh, this is a fake verse. Here we go. Will never be the same. Probably Paul McCartney wrote this bit. So, for the bands of Dunblane, we ask you please never. That's right. I don't want the good guys going in without protection, you know what I mean? All right, now let's carry on with the charity songs just to make you feel a little bit more comfortable. We got a bit of Paul McCartney. So Richard Dolan, if you're watching, you can come on the show, or I'm never going to forgive you. And I told you I'm going to kidnap your mum, hold her for ransom, and deny her Christian rights. I'll make her eat shrimps every morning. And a bacon sandwich. Let it be, let it be. See, if you can guess who the singers are on this. Well, this is another charity song from 1987. Curiosity Killed the Cat. Yeah, this is the sun that.
There is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be.
Yeah, this is a bargain basement way to number one. Yeah, bros. And let it be. Sonia. I'm going to put this up for you. Who was that guy playing the guitar? He's ugly fucker, wasn't he? Page and Plant. Oh dear. Well, listen, you get the gist. But tomorrow, listen, this is the best one of all, isn't it? Where's my vomit bag? AMZ, you remember this one? Oh no, the Reynolds girls. There comes a time.
There comes a time.
Oh yeah.
When we heed a certain
Call.
When the world.
That's it. Oh yeah. I've got the Reynolds girls. I've just been downloading a whole fucking bunch of music, right? And I've got a whole bunch of music that I didn't want downloaded as well. And the Reynolds girls is amongst those, that category. Anybody? Oh, time to roll another joint up, I'd say. Does anybody know who's singing these? Shout the names out. I know Cyndi Lauper's in this, and Jackson, fucking Jackson. We are the world. We are the children. There's a choice we're making. Who's that? Black chick. Random black chick. Wow! That's Dionne Warwick. You don't know this, Christopher Wright. How the fuck old are you? No, it's not. No, it's not Diana Ross. Willie Nelson. I think it got Hall & Oates on it. Well, that's the boss, isn't it? Who's that? Yeah. Oh, hello, Rachel. I told you, we only fucking play good music on this channel. Yeah, you get all the punches on Brother Brian's show, but he plays such shit music, doesn't he? Hey? I mean, this is shit, but it's great fun, isn't it? Great fun. And plenty more where that come from. Plenty more. I bet there's some hillbilly picking banjo, isn't it? Children. Anyway, look, enough of this. I can only give you an hour of my time tonight, so we must get through the music as quickly as possible. All right, see if you remember this song. English people will know this, and American people will know the tune.
I drove my tractor through your haystack last night. I threw me pitchfork at your dog to keep quiet. There was something telling me that you more than me. Come on now, darling, you got something I need. 'Cause I got a brand new combiner, sir, and I'll give you the key. Come on now, let's get together.
Yeah, brand new combine harvester. You got 20 acres and you got 43.
Now I got a brand new combiner, sir, and I'll give you the key. She made I laugh.
He made I laugh. Yeah, Melanie.
And you know I'll love you, darling. So give me your hand. The thing I want the most is all the acres of land. 'Cause I got a brand new combine.
All right, well, enough. We've got even more stuff. This beautiful French song. It's all number ones tonight. It's all number ones. We're time traveling number ones. UK number ones. That's I had to put that in legally. Do you remember when Mrs. Slocum from Are You Being Served did Chanson d'amour? Pete and Diesel. No, it's Manhattan Transfer. A couple of puffs and a couple of slags. See, pity Stephen Schnee's not here, he'd like this. Everybody now. Rat-tat-tat-tat. Chanson d'amour. And they got a beautiful saxophone solo in this. Here we go. This is what you do with a saxophone. Yes, it's been a wonderful musical rediscovery journey over the last couple of weekends, I can tell you. And just to be able to rediscover some of these old tunes, it's putting the Beatles in perspective, let me tell you that much. They're just a small dot on a hippopotamus's arse. Are you ready for more number ones, kids? Are you ready for more number ones? We've got more number ones coming up. We're sticking with the French theme, not for long though. Now, this is one of those weird mid-70s number ones.
He may be the face I can't forget. A trace of pleasure or regret. Maybe my treasure.
Anyway, well, I'm thinking of Elvis Costello. And anyway, forget that. So we're on to the next one, which is this classic. We don't need no education. We don't need no thoughts control. There's a lesson for you kids out there. You wouldn't credit thought control, would you? Not in this day and age. Not in 2020. Oh no. We're free. Not in Hill soundtrack. Yeah. Yeah, that's what put me off, Glinda. That's what put me off. I always think Elvis Costello, and my wife hates Elvis Costello. I hate him too. I just hate him as a person. I don't hate his music. Hey, teacher, leave those kids alone. They never did though, did they? Hey, they never did. We were fucking sex slaves to them, bastards. John Eaton would tell you that. Another brick in. Anyway, it's depressing me now, this song. I don't like the album The Wall. And we're back on the early 70s. Now, if you want to really piss off Mazzy, if you don't know who Mazzy is, he's like fucking West Coast Californian snotty ass fucking supposed musical expert, you know, and film expert, as long as it's pretentious bullshit. Are we still there? Yeah. Anyway, he's the sort of bloke who get really angry because Chuck Berry's biggest selling hit was My Ding-a-Ling. It's the only #1 he ever had in Britain. And it really fucks off these musical fucking snobs. Oh, we don't wish to discuss My Ding-a-Ling. Yeah, they sort of had long hair, Brian. Yeah. Yeah, I know. People are wanting my bits, Rachel. Right, anyway, look, the joke's worn off with that. This is a good one. Look, I'm going to let you listen to this while I grab another beer. I might even turn up on live TV in a minute if you hang on. But in the meantime, I'd like you to listen to another novelty song of the early 70s. Now, Americans out there would know. I don't really want to, but you would know this person. He is a comedy legend, and he had a #1 in Britain with this wonderful song. It's a very sad story, so while I fetch my beer, you listen to the beautiful lyrics.
You could hear your feet pound as they raced across the ground, and the clatter of the wheels as they spun round and round. And he galloped into Market Street, his badge upon his chest. His name was Ernie, and he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Now Ernie loved a widow, a lady known as Sue. She lived all alone in Lily Lane at number 22. They said she was too good for him. She was haughty, proud and chic. But Ernie got his cocoa there 3 times every week. They called him Ernie. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. She said she'd like to bathe in milk. He said, all right, sweetheart. And when he finished work one night, he loaded up the cart. He said, you want it pasteurized, because pasteurized is best. She says, Ernie, I'll be happy if it comes up to me chest. That tickled old Ernie. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Now Ernie had a rival, an evil-looking man called Two-Ton-Ted from Tiddington, and he drove the baker's van. He tempted her with his treacle tarts and his tasty oatmeal bread, and when she seen the size of his oatmeal pies, it very near turned her head. She nearly swooned at his macaroon, and he said, now, if you treat me right, you'll have hot rolls every morning and crumpets every night. He knew once she sampled his layer cake, he'd have his wicked way, and all Ernie had to offer was a pint of milk a day. Poor Ernie! And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. One lunchtime, Kate saw Ernie's horse and cart outside her door. It drove him mad to find it was still there at 4:30. And as he leapt down from his van, off blood to his vaunted course, and he went across to Ernie's cart, and he didn't half kick his horse, whose name was Trigger. And he pulled the fastest milk cart in the West. Now Ernie rushed out into the street, his gold top in his hand. He said, if you want to marry Susie, you fight for her like a man. Oh, why don't we play cards for her, he sneeringly replied. And just to make it interesting, we'll have a shilling on the side. Now Ernie dragged him from his van, and beneath the blazing sun, they stood there face to face, and Ted went for his bun. But Ernie was too quick. Things didn't go the way Ted planned, and a strawberry-flavoured yogurt sent it spinning from his hand. And Sushi ran between them and tried to keep them apart. And Ernie pushed
I'm
her
back.
aside, and a rockhead caught him under his arm. And he looked up in pain, surprise, and the concrete hardened crust of a third pork pie caught him in the eye, and Ernie bit the dust. Poor Ernie. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Ernie was only 52. He didn't want to die. Now he's gone.
Right. Now, is anybody going to come back on the show? Let me just put my link up there. Well, oh, hang on. What do we do? Invite.
And soon she married Ted.
Okay.
Things happened on their wedding night.
There we are.
Except the trees are
There's Captain Spaulding out there. Is Captain Spaulding out there?
Ernie's ghostly gold tops are rattling in their crates. They won't forget her.
Right. Anyway, listen. Sorry, I was miles away for a minute there. I'm just gonna get another song on for you. Another wonderful number one. Here we go. I want to talk a story about this. First of all, John Sweder, would you like to tell us about this song? Oh, hang on, we've got Rachel on here. Hello?
Who is it?
Who is it? This is
Who is it?
it's difficult to have a guest on the channel and listen to this music at the same time.
Very sad.
Understand? I haven't got the technology, but how are you?
I'm good. You got to hit the screen thing down below. You see the picture, and you can make a social distance there.
What, like this?
Yeah, that's better.
Or that?
That's not good. That's
Oh,
not,
all right, yeah,
let's
but
make
has
it
it got,
equal. Oh, here, I'll go avatar like you.
why haven't we got our names up there?
There we go. You can put them in your settings. There they go.
Anyway, this song is the England's World Cup hit, and they didn't win. They came back in disgrace from Mexico.
The lads know it. Look, everybody's picking up Mexico 1970.
Yeah, Mexico 97. And I'll tell you what, something else about that year was it was the beginning of a British racism towards oily people from South America and Spain and Portugal, who we saw, Southern Europeans as we saw as subhumans who always cheated on the football pitch.
I thought that was later with Maradona in Argentina.
No. This is a well-founded argument that they since we taught them football in the 1890s, they straight away started cheating, and they've been like that ever since. Who's this?
I thought I'd change it to Oldham Owls Athletic.
Oh, right. Well, anyway, listen, we've got another number one classic. I think you know this one from It Ain't Half Hot, Mum. I'm just going to roll up a cigarette.
Enjoy your ciggy ride.
Yeah, a cigarette. So if you want to tell the audience anything out there, nothing slimy though.
No, I don't think a whole lot. We're going to be doing a special from, I guess we're going to go on location and shoot the stream, my stream from Michael, the German guy. 35 RPM audio file. That'll be fun.
Are you doing an interview with Michael?
That's going to happen eventually. You know, I wanted to interview first before anybody.
I'm sorry, I've got a bit of trouble with hearing issues tonight, so you'll have to excuse me if I'm a bit slow on the uptake.
That's all right.
Why tell them all the old days that buried on the
How's Susie?
Very well. Very well indeed. We're doing some redecorating, Ray.
Oh, don't tell me about those bloody record shelves again, don't.
What? I thought, but you know how critical and how they can depress you if they aren't the right type.
Listen, I am depressed at the moment because my beautiful wife Mavis is demanding a new kitchen.
Uh-oh. That could be trouble for you.
Well, it is trouble because I've been thinking about it, and you know, we're living in designer flat, which was you know, when the building was made, this was the show flat, so everything's been, you know, designed for it, and it's not replaceable. It's kind of like well, it's designer furniture, so including the cooker, the stove. So if we change the stove, it's just going to be like, you know,
Dominoes. One will fall into it and the other, and you'll have a lot more expense and work to do.
but then again, we're a bit short on pots and pans storage. All right, now let me just introduce this song here. This is a very now. My mum, she used to use this song against me, but
Uh-oh. Odem Athletic.
I've got to give you a bit of background to this. So this song got to #1 in about 1975. So I was about 8 years old, and we lived in quite a poor back. Like I said, we were poor because my dad used to drink all of his wages. But it was this song got the #1. My mum, she's a bit thrifty, you see, and she was always real cheap with us. You know, we want a chocolate bar. We're not going to get a chocolate bar. You're going to get a pack of Chewits, and you're going to get one Chewit out of that packet. That's how tough it was. Anyway, the worst thing you want to hear is you want to hear someone come along like in those Disney films, and some rich bloke comes along at the end and says, "You're going to be living fucking my mansion the rest of your life now, ginger kid," and everyone's happy. And it was never like that in our house. It was always like the opposite would happen. And
It wasn't a happy ending.
And my mum, she said, "Oh, this song," she said, this is right, and right, because the mum's saying, like, you know, "Oh, I carried you in my womb for 9 months and I didn't charge you a penny," and it was supposed to make me, an 8-year-old boy, feel better, right? And I thought, well, yeah, but this boy here, he's been getting loads and loads of money for doing really, and I thought, is this how American kids live? $2 for doing the lawn. $3 for babysitting your younger brother. I thought, fucking hell, we don't get nothing. Anyway, let me continue with this tragic song. Just for a minute. Just for a minute. You might know it. You might know
All right.
it.
You got any Anthony Newley?
Yes. Next.
She read it. And this is what it said. For mowing the lawn, $5.
$5.
For making my own bed this week, $1.
No, it's JJ Barry.
Store, 50 cents. And playing with little brother while you went shopping,
$65. No charge.
$1.
It's hideous. A hideous #1.
$5.
You can imagine Granny went out and bought this.
In the yard, $2.
$10. $10.
Total owed $14.75.
Jeez.
Well, as Mum looked at him standing there expectantly, and I could see the memories flashing through her mind.
Ugh.
And so she picked up the pen and turning the paper over.
This will make you vomit.
For the 9 months I carried you, growing inside me. No child.
It's a little close to home for you, Ray.
Doctored you and prayed for you.
No, it's too painful. It's too painful.
Yeah, it's horrible. It reminds you of your poor, impoverished childhood.
It's always distressing when you mix religion with music.
Were you raised Church of England or one of the others?
Well, we're going to go back to Whispering Grass whilst I try and look for another song.
All right.
You promised me green grass, not to tell what you
I'm a
were.
bit short on music still.
Whispering grass, say,
Good Lord.
you can't keep your word. Keep your word. Sing, Lofty.
Why do you whisper green grass? Why tell the trees what ain't so?
All right, well, let's have a bit of Phil Collins. Classic #1 from the 80s. Anyway, listen, what was you saying?
Nothing important.
Well, no,
I'm
because
just
I did have...
enjoying your company, Ray. It's good to see you.
well, it's good to see you as well. Good to see you. No charge. Did that bring a tear to your eye?
Well, the whole thing, Scout Skit. I mean, is he really a Scout Skit, or is he, taking the mick out of the git?
Well, he might be a Scouse Git. He might be.
We can't hear him talk, so we don't know.
Do you know what I think? I've been thinking hard about this Vinyl Nerd thing, and I think I'm going to leave Anthony out of it because he's a double agent.
He's very sensitive. If you don't play it properly, it could result in vinyl community drama.
Well, this is it.
Vinyl community drama.
You never know. He's a very important person to have on side, though, because he's got so many gadgets. And gadgets make this whole thing tolerable. Don't you think?
Well, he's got a lightsaber from the Doctor Who.
Rob Walker's going to come up on the show now. Come on,
Is he
Rob.
going to dance?
I've only got about 15 minutes, so you better get up here quick.
Come on, Rob. Come on up. Look who's here. Oldham Athletic.
Oh, it's Orphan Annie.
Yeah, she's here. I love her. She's one of my favorite personalities.
Has Michael Elliott been on here? Let me just have a look. I'm missing the comments.
Well,
I might have another #1 for you. Another good #1. Did you know that I managed to download, I reckon, about what you'd pay in the shops, probably, as a regular album, not a special fucking edition box set with Paul McCartney's semen all over it. I'm talking about just a regular record you'd buy in the shop, or if it was Doc Dockish, you wouldn't buy in the shop because they wouldn't have it in stock. Well, I reckon I've got about £1,000 worth of music already, easy.
Yeah.
Nothing I paid for it. And if I want pictures to go with it, I'll get the pictures downloaded free off the internet as well. So
Yeah, I did that. I just got nostalgic. Hang
on a minute. Wait a minute. Stephen Schnee, come on the show, because this is 80s show. He's the inspiration to me, this man is.
Screech was an inspiration for you from Who's Saved by the Bell?
Him as well, yeah, Screech.
He was kind of like Jughead. He was like Jughead Jones of that thing. Like
no, he was kind of like Gilligan's Island. He was the Gilligan,
He was Gilligan, yeah. Comedic relief.
Yeah. Well, in a comedy, it's important. Well, it's not, because, do you know what? The good thing about Jason Voorhees is he always killed the comic relief. Didn't he?
He could.
If you don't come on the show, Stephen Schnee, I ain't going to forgive you. It's not about I want you on my show just to say you've been on my show. It's about I want to talk to you about 80s because you understand the 80s.
Yeah. Let's get MZ on. She's always fun on your show.
Well, whoever wants to come on, let me just give you a link here. See if I can still put it up there. This was number one in 1997 or 6. Can't remember. From the start.
I still think you need to release your own CD with singing maybe 1 or 2 lines from a whole bunch of songs.
Well, what I was thinking of doing is having a special slanging match with all of the vinyl pretentious bastards, including Mazzy and Mr. Mayo, and everybody else everybody else that thinks there's somebody out there, and I'll tell them exactly what I think about them. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
I think it would be interesting to see who could take it, who couldn't.
Yeah, well, I always get it. I always listen, and they say, "Ooh, well, I know I'm up here, and I've got to take the shit," but they don't take the shit. They don't take the shit, and not that they should take the shit, not that they should be in that position, but you are, because you know the reason why I got RC, because I started off with the right intentions. The reason I got pissed off was because I see people like Larry Graves and TJR thinking they were something like some fucking authority on the Beatles and had some kind of monopoly on them. And I thought, no, you're not. You're a cunt with an opinion, and I'm going to give you my opinion. And that was that. And it all started to get all like bitter and twisted, but it was fun at the same time.
Did those channels eventually block you, or what happened? What was your fate?
Well, some did. I mean, Mr. Mayo blocked me, but most TJR hasn't blocked me. In fact, he was very pleased that he got nominated as Vinyl Nerd last year.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, there's a credit to him. Maybe he gets a little bit of your humor, which is very good.
Well, I think, like I said, I think he thought he was sort of really important. So, you know, he was pleased about it. But he does talk a lot of babble. I mean, I've been watching his videos recently, and they are just the same as usual. I mean, I can't remember what the latest one was, but, he dropped his album, didn't he? I thought, oh, for fuck's sake, do you need to make an upload about dropping your album? Did you see it?
No.
Let me just, well, somebody out there has seen it. I bet Rob Walker saw it. And Andrew Dixon. I couldn't even go on his live stream the other day. I couldn't. It's too depressing for me. Anyway, this isn't a number one song, so I'm sorry. I will get to number ones immediately. UK number ones only. All right, now this one was number one, a posthumous number one, because it got to number one on the strength of the film Ghost with the Poppers.
Yeah.
You remember that as a good film, innit? I like that film.
Yeah, Righteous Brothers.
Now, there was this story where my sister, she says, she was married to this rich guy, Mick, and she says, Mick, she said, you know, I'd really like to watch Ghost with you. She said, would you like that? And he goes, nah.
A bit like the old On the Buses with Olive and
yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean, but he'd do anything for her. He'd beat blokes up for her in the street and everything. And he'd always be in court for her. Always. If she'd get like, I hate that bloke. And he'd go and thump the bloke, and then he'd end up in court. And it was always the same. But the thing is, this film with Unchained Melody was a classic.
Yeah.
Do you remember? And he was called Sam Wheat.
His character was in the thing.
And we love Swayze. We love Swayze. He's gone to heaven now.
Yeah, he's no longer.
And another one of our favourites is, of course, Dirty Dancing. But anyway, let's get on. Let's stick to the script. There we are. Whoa, my love. Who you got to call Ghostbusters? So, anyway, did I put a link up? Nobody else is coming up because they're a bunch of wankers. Anyway, listen, I've got to go in precisely 5 minutes because I says to my wife, I'm not going to fuck around doing this idiotic nonsense for very long tonight. Don't worry. Because when she found out that I got a couple of cans, she wasn't very happy with me.
Happy wife, happy life. Remember that.
Exactly, you know, and I've got all the kitchen stress as well. Do so much. Oh, I'm there. Do you know what I mean? I'm with Demi Moore, giving her my dick right up her ass. How about that?
It's quite sexual.
Messing around with a potter's wheel.
It was a rather erotic scene.
Yeah, do you know what? I think I might go and watch that film. Not tonight, but at the weekend I might watch it. I haven't seen it for a bit.
You love the romance shows like Titanic and
Ghost.
And
I'll tell you what else I watched the other day, which I liked.
Dancing.
No, it was Pretty Woman. What a great film that is, eh?
Yeah.
Great film.
You have a real affection for films that generally ladies like, Ray.
Well, the problem is I used to go stay at my granny's at the weekend every weekend, and she'd always watch shit films. So I was kind of a prisoner around there because I couldn't be let on the streets in case I was kidnapped by perverts.
Okay, now you hurt Joe Mayo's feelings. You have to apologize.
Where's Joe Mayo? Is he on the script?
Yeah, he's down at the bottom. He's in tears.
Well, why don't you come on the show and defend yourself? he's come out of his shell because he's heard Unchained Melody.
the emotions. Come on,
no. Anyway, listen, I've got to go in a minute, but the thing is, it's funny because this is actually the last song, but I've got it all on my Cruiser Blade. All the music's on the Cruiser Blade, but I can't play the Cruiser Blade and the speaker, and because I told you I've got technological bullshit to deal with at the moment, and it's made life very difficult to make uploads, and it's delayed the Vinyl Nerd Awards and everything. So,
oh man,
that's it. I need your love. Oh, hang on a minute. What Stephen Schnee said. Oh, I could put these things up. Hang on.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. Yeah, but the trouble is, Mr. Mayo, the problem is some of these people have got such egos that they won't appear on the show. I know Larry Graves won't. He definitely won't, and neither of TJR definitely won't. We'd have to pay him or advertise it. You know.
Me too, Christopher. Me too.
I mean, that'd be a dream come true, wouldn't it? To interview TJR. Oh, and this is a number one from. I didn't realise I had this. This is a bonus.
Okay.
All right. Well, one more song's worth then. This is Natalie Imbruglia.
Yeah, I got this on CD.
Yeah, and she was from the soap opera Home and Away, I think, or Neighbours.
Yeah, and from down in Oz.
She can suck my dick any day of the week, any hour, in any year, any century. I don't care. Yeah, Scouse Git knows. And she's got beautiful nostrils as well.
Lovely nostrils.
And it wouldn't bother me if she smelt of skunk semen. She'd still be gorgeous. The old Neighbours, you see, he's been on the Wikipedia. So, yeah, Larry Graves is a psychopath. He definitely is. Yeah, it's one thing I've learned in life is to spot a psycho, and I think you know that as well, Music Man, because you've done a psychology course, haven't you?
I've had a couple in my day. Yeah. There's a few out there. I mean, you get all sorts of folks out here in the wild winter net there, Ray.
See, sometimes I see Brother Brian, and I leave crying because it's so upsetting to see for me, because it reminds me so much of my dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I understand how the brain works under the influence of alcohol as well.
You're a smart man, Ray. You're a smart guy. No denying that. People need to learn that. They do better with you.
Right. Anyway, on that note, I am leaving the show because I've got to go.
All right. I'll go straight up a stream, buddy.
Thank you for your appearances.
Thank you, Ray. I love you.
Good night,
Take care, buddy. Adieu. Boom.